Welcome to the reveal of the 2024 TTJ Holiday Gift Guide. Yes, it is that time of year once again, my friends. The weather is getting chilly outside. It's getting colder. We may even see some snow soon. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I really do like this time of year. Praise God, and praise God for every blessing all throughout the year on our family and on myself. And of course, I pray a special blessing upon you and your family as you listen. You know, there are so many wonderful traditions at this time of year. Thanksgiving, all the great fellowship and the great food. Of course, watching the parade, and then we move into the Christmas traditions, most importantly, celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And there's lots of other traditions we have as well. The family dinners, the decorating, the eggnog, the Christmas music, the presents, all of these things. But you know, one of the things we enjoy doing is the shopping for one another and these Christmas gifts. And you know what? We've got a great gift guide to share with you today with the most products at the most price points in the most categories for the most people that we've ever had, and that we've ever, in any of these gift guides. And so we're just absolutely thrilled to present to you the 2024 TTJ Holiday Gift Guide. Okay, all right, and my friends, welcome to this very special Tuesdays with TTJ session. I've been looking forward to this for weeks, and it is time now to reveal the 2024 TTJ Holiday Gift Guide. In addition to revealing that gift guide, we are going to reveal the special perks and discounts and benefits that TTJ is offering. We're going to talk about our shopping season and the procedures for all of that. And we're going to talk about extended holiday hours. Please stay tuned for the entire session today. If you do have to leave or something, you'll be able to catch up on YouTube later and on the podcast. But if you can, please stay for the whole thing. It shouldn't be much more than an hour and then some questions, like usual. But stay to the end if you can, because we've got lots of great stuff to talk about. To give you a little background, in case you have never been to a reveal session before, or maybe some of you are wondering, why are they spending so much time on products? They offer training classes. That's what they do. Why are they talking about products? Well, the training classes, whether they're free or they're paid, because of course we offer both, that's just one portion of what God's called us to do. We're a tech business, and one of the services that I am very excited to offer, not just this time of year, but all year round, is what we call shopping assistance. Some of you have used it. Others of you may not know anything about it. So I just want to give you a little background very quickly. The whole idea behind shopping assistance is that you want to buy a product, maybe an iPad, an iPhone. Maybe you don't know if you want an iPad or a Mac or both. Maybe you don't know which iPad or Mac to buy, what printer will work best, what Wi-Fi, on and on the list goes. What we do is the legwork. We do the work for you, finding what will best meet your needs and then finding the best price for it. And this time of year, I like to say that our little elves go to work for you and do all the shopping, but we do this year-round. It's a service that we offer, and it makes things so much easier for you because you don't have to do all the grunt work, right? We have been doing this for years. We know where to look. We know how to find the best prices, and we know what will meet your needs if you describe your situation to us. And so we can help you to figure it out, and that's how that works. Now, to supplement that, there's a couple other very important things that I need you to understand in case you don't know this already. When it comes to recommending and helping you purchase products and so forth with our shopping assistance service and all of that, one of the things you need to understand about TTJ is that we only recommend and support products that we personally use ourselves and that we really like using. If there is something that you run into that you need and we've never used it, we will be forthright about that. We'll be completely forthcoming about that. Excuse me. We will, disclose that right at the beginning. If you came to me and said, I need a 3D printer or something. Well, I don't use a 3D printer. My son has one and he didn't buy it new. So anything I do, I know where to look. I've got the resources. I can find one for you, praise God, but you're going to know going in that I haven't personally used it. And every once in a while, we run into a product like that where that is the case. But most often, anything that we recommend is stuff that we've already personally used. And that, my friends, is what separates us from all the other businesses out there. Look, I like Best Buy a lot. They're one of my favorite stores. I buy from Best Buy. And if you're using shopping assistance with TTJ, it's quite possible that I might be buying your product with your credit card and so on from Best Buy to get it to you if that's where I can find the best price, or the Apple Store directly, or Walmart or Target, or a variety of other places that I work with. I like those stores. I shop at those stores. But what makes us different is that we don't just have a display, of 50 or 60 different things and then you pick. We only deal with the things that we personally use and personally like using. And so if we don't have a good experience with it, we don't recommend it. We take it right off the list. We don't even talk about it. And we focus on the things that we actually do use and that work for us. The other thing you need to understand is that we get absolutely no kickbacks or incentives from any of these companies. We are not partners with Apple. We're not partners with Best Buy. We're not partners, some of the products maybe we recommend, let's say Logitech or something. We're not partners with any of them. We get no commission. We get nothing except the fee that you pay us to do the shopping assistance. And by the way, if you are a Premier Protection customer or a Gold customer, that shopping assistance is already included. You get unlimited shopping assistance during your membership period. And of course, we're going to talk about those Premier and Gold services today too as part of this reveal because we have discounts on them for the holidays. So it's the best time of the year to purchase them. But understand that we get nothing from these companies. And that's not a complaint. God blesses us. We can do that. We don't need that stuff. But the reason I'm making such a big deal of it is because you need to understand that we have no monetary incentive for recommending any of the stuff that we recommend on this list. We're not endorsed or partners with Apple. They don't, So anything that we suggest is purely out of our own belief that it truly is the best product for the job. So this year we have compiled our faves once again into this 2024 TTJ Holiday Gift Guide, and we couldn't be more excited about it. As I said to you already, this is the best gift guide we have ever had. We're setting the bar really high, and we're going to keep meeting it every year, praise God, or exceeding it. But I'm telling you, this year, you're going to see more products at more price points in more categories for more people than in any other gift guide leading up to it. So let's get started because we don't want to waste time since we have so much to share with you. Now, as is often the case, our gift guide is compiled and comprised of many, many Apple products and then a lot of other things as well. There's some third-party tech products and accessories and even some other non-tech stuff thrown in occasionally as an added bonus, and we'll talk about those. And some of you who have been with us for years, you already know the kinds of things we're talking about. And then remember, after that, we're going to talk about our holiday hours and our own packages, what we're offering. All right, so our gift guide, as it often does, starts out with a variety of Apple products. And we've picked one in almost every category that Apple has that we feel is the best at the job and that it's the best feature to price, most bang for your buck, ones that we want to help you get in your hands by doing the work for you if you choose to buy them. And so we're going to start with the iPhone. And of course, as you might have guessed, we're going to pick the iPhone 16 Pro. That is our choice model. The 16 Pro Max is also very good. The regular 16 and 6, they're all very good. Nothing that I would say don't buy it, right? But the one that we've chosen to go in this gift guide is the 16 Pro. We believe it's the best combination of features to price. And it's Apple's very latest. You know I don't have time to go over the specs of all of these things or we'd be here all day. But iPhone 16 Pro, if you want to save a little money and we can get our hands on a 15 Pro, I also recommend that. I don't recommend the standard 15 because you're not going to get Apple Intelligence. But if you can get a 15 Pro, that's actually what I use. And so if you're interested in that, we will do our best to find one for you. But if we can't, we know that the 16 Pro is excellent. And I will say that this time of year, the companies are doing tons and tons of Black Friday sales as well. I mentioned that to you. Best Buy kicks theirs off, I think, either today or tomorrow. That was definitely God's timing for us to do this reveal when we're doing it. But they all have these, and many of them, and in fact, Best Buy has already been doing pre-Black Friday stuff. But a lot of these stores and so forth, and a lot of the carriers, we have Xfinity Mobile. They have a Black Friday deal. Certainly the big three, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, all have deals that you can, for example, in many cases you can even get an iPhone 16 free if you do the right things, where it's basically trading in a device, possibly adding a line. They're just different ways of doing that. So if you're interested in an iPhone, you can see us. We have our shopping assistants. We can do this and help you out. The next product on the list, and by the way, we have some cases that we recommend. We really like here. We're big fans of the Apple Clear case and the MagSafe wallet. So you can have the Clear case with MagSafe, and then that protects your phone, and then you can put this wallet on the back. The wallet gives you the ability to store credit cards and what have you, ID, whatever, 2 or 3 things in it. And they now use a fine woven material for those. But anyhow, that's your iPhone series, and we're going to talk about some other accessories as we go. But let's go on to another major Apple product. And this year we've put 2 iPads, as we often do, on the in the gift guide. We have 2 iPads. The first one is the iPad Air, and the next one is the iPad Pro. Again, our obvious recommendation is going to be the latest model here. So that is the iPad Air 6th generation and the iPad Pro M4, as they're calling it. Now, the iPad Air is available in 2 sizes, 11-inch and 13-inch. The iPad Pro is available in 2 sizes, 11-inch and 13-inch. But, of course, there's differences in the speaker system, in the camera system, in the display technology, in the amount of storage that's available, in the processor, and even in the authentication method, because iPad Air uses Touch ID, iPad Pro uses Face ID. This is another case, though, where the previous generation is equally awesome. These products have gotten so good. So if you come to me and you say to me, I want to save a little money, but I really want an iPad Pro, we can probably, no guarantees, and I'm going to tell you now, with all of these products, if you want to do some shopping for the Christmas season, you need to get in touch with us right away, and we're going to make that available to you. I'll tell you how a little bit later. But don't wait on this stuff, because these things will sell out. Even the new things. I mean, this year the deals are just so great that they're not going to be around. The products will be unavailable by Christmas if you don't act fast. But the reality is we may have a chance, especially if you contact us soon, of finding the previous generation iPad Air and iPad Pro, M1 processor instead of M2 in the Air, and M2 instead of M4, and they're still fantastic products. So we're recommending iPad Air and iPad Pro this year. Both of those, of course, will run Apple Intelligence. Both of them are very modern processors and fantastic devices. Now, to go with those, we are recommending some keyboards if you're interested. The Smart Keyboard Folio for the iPad Air, and of course the Magic Keyboard with trackpad for the iPad Pro. They also have one for the iPad Air. That is a fantastic keyboard. Those of you who have taken our iPad courses already or listened to any of our product reviews on the iPad, you know how much I like the magic keyboard. I think it's the best typing experience on any device ever, and we of course have that in our gift guide. We also have a smart folio for both models. Take note of what I said, not the keyboard folio, just a plain folio. So if you are not using a keyboard at the moment and you want to make your iPad thinner but still keep it protected, you can take some thickness away by taking it out of the keyboard case and putting it into just a plain Apple folio. It still wakes and sleeps the iPad. It's got a nice microfiber lining, and they're available in different colors depending on which model you get. And so we're also including the smart folio in our gift guide this year. We also are including the Apple Pencil in our gift guide, and which one you get depends on a couple of factors. It depends on the model of iPad, and it depends on how much you want to spend, because there's a basic Apple Pencil USB-C, which still has most of the features that the higher model second generation and Apple Pencil Pro have. So all we're going to say is Apple Pencil. And when you get in touch with us and you say, I want to buy an iPad, if you decide you want an Apple Pencil with it, we will guide you to the correct model choices and let you pick from there. Now, we also, for the first time, have added a couple additional accessories for your iPad that we've never included before. And the first one I'd like to talk to you about is the Rode, R-O-D-E, video mic. Now, this particular thing is a microphone. Let me start out by saying the iPads themselves have absolutely excellent microphones built in. Your iPad Pro has either 4 or 5 studio quality mics, and you hear me using them right now. They are excellent, praise God. But depending on what you're doing, if you're recording music, if you're recording, vocal singing, those kinds of things, you may want to get a different mic. And there's so many price points here, and we've chosen one that's on the lower end of the price spectrum, but very high on features. What's nice about this is it's USB-C, and it connects directly to the iPad. You don't need a cable. The microphone literally connects physically itself, has a little port on the end of it that connects right into the USB-C port of your iPad, and the mic sticks out a little bit. It provides excellent voice quality while cutting background noise because of its design, and it comes with it's kind of funny. They call it a furry windscreen, and it really does feel like fur. But what it is it's a pop filter windscreen that covers the mic. This adds to your iPad's audio recording capabilities, enhances them even further. So if you're using apps like GarageBand, or even the camera for videos, because it is called the video mic, or even the voice memos app, you're going to notice this, and it is a very, very good option. And what I like about it, as I said, is it requires absolutely no cables, no adapters, just plugs right into that USB-C port, and you've got a mic. And so it's like pocket sized. I wouldn't put it in my pocket. I'd put it in my case. We're going to talk about cases here in a bit, but I have one in there, and it's so small, and it really does a great job. Now, while we're talking about that, you might want to enhance the storage of your iPad, especially if you're doing a lot of audio editing, audio recording, and video editing. If you're using iMovie or Final Cut Pro, or some third-party apps like LumaFusion, for example, DaVinci Resolve, both the Final Cut Pro and LumaFusion for sure, and maybe some of the others, can actually save your video projects directly to external storage, and they can edit directly on from external storage, so you don't have to first bring the large video files over to your iPad. So this enables you to get slightly less internal storage, maybe the 256 or the 512. Get some really good iCloud storage, because you always want that, right? So everything's available on all of your devices. But then when you're going to do this high-end video work, maybe consider attaching our next item in the gift guide to your iPads. This is the crucial 2 terabyte SSD. They actually have these in higher storage capacities as well, if you want 4 terabytes or something like that. What's amazing about these things, and I know of at least one student who has one, and so that person can attest to this as well. But what is amazing about this is, again, it's something that literally fits in the palm of your hand. It is so small because it's SSD, solid state, so there's no moving parts. It's very tiny, and it does use a cable, but it's a little tiny cable that connects again right to your USB-C port. So it's going to have the ability to function at USB-C speeds, maybe even Thunderbolt speeds on the iPad Pro. So you're going to be able to copy and transfer data at super fast speeds. It's a silent drive. There's no noise, no heat. It just works. And again, it's made by Crucial. That's a very well-known, very well-respected name in the memory industry, and of course, this is flash memory essentially. And so, this is something you may want to consider: is the Crucial 2 terabyte SSD. I call it the executive's choice. It's a package that's going to include an iPad, the Rode Video mic, the Crucial 2 terabyte SSD, and a couple of other accessories to really round out your setup if you choose to do that. All right, the next item that I would like to talk about, and we went ahead and kept the Logitech Crayon in the gift guide. I debated because really the Apple Pencil USB-C is only $10 more than the Logitech Crayon, and then you're getting a genuine Apple product. But the reason we kept the Logitech Crayon in here is because it is really, really kid-friendly. So if you get an iPad for a child, especially a young child, they want to draw. This is so kid friendly because it's got a button to turn it off and it's auto shut off as well. It is made out of metal. It's got a bright orange color, and it's just a very, very rugged device. Uh, it does have the ability to be instantly used on any iPad. There's no pairing required, but yet it has much of the same functionality as the Apple Pencil. So we went ahead and left that in the gift guide. It works across the board on all iPads as far as we know, all modern iPads. As far as I can say, remember, it's going to work on any of those iPads. So contact us about that if you're interested. The next product we have is the Apple AirPods Pro 2nd generation, and I went ahead and added the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation, not the ones without, but the AirPods 4th generation with ANC. I went ahead and added that for those who want to spend a little less money. But if you get the Pros, you're going to get a lot more features, although many of the features have made it to the 4th generation with active noise cancellation. That's why I put that in there, because again, I think it's an excellent example of how Apple brings all the best features into even the lower priced items. But you are missing out on a few things: the customized ear tips, the hearing aid mode, and a couple of other things there. So in that sense, your AirPods Pro are still going to be our top recommendation. The 2nd generation AirPods Pro, but it's only a couple features difference. So if you do want to save some money, AirPods 4 with ANC, that's another way to go. Keep in mind, all of these things are going to be on sale or discounted most often here throughout the holiday season too, though. So we're not looking at regular prices. That's why I'm not even including prices in this discussion today, because when you want something, you need to come to us and then we'll find you the best price, right? Okay, moving right along, we have the Apple TV 4K 3rd generation with Wi-Fi plus Ethernet. Um, that's a mouthful, but it's a great product. And it's got 128 gigabytes of internal storage. It is the very top of the line Apple TV set-top box that Apple makes. For those who don't know, that is not a television. It's a set-top box that plugs into your TV, right? We've got some students on here who have it. We certainly have some here at the Volbrecht household, and we really, really like it. It's our favorite way to watch TV. You can watch all the famous popular streaming services: Max, Hulu, Disney Plus, Peacock, Paramount Plus. What else? Amazon Prime, Netflix, Pluto, Tubi, all these popular streaming services. Plus, depending on your service, you can even watch live TV, and then all your music, your photos, games, fitness, food prep, just home design, weather apps, fireplace apps. There's just so much available for the Apple TV. It's a fantastic device. And of course, it's compatible with iCloud, with continuity, with all the great Apple features. So it's really and truly if you're an Apple user, why would you not get one? Because it's going to integrate so beautifully into the Apple ecosystem. It's got a fantastic remote that includes SIRI. It's got the App Store, Apple Arcade, everything you could, it's just a great device. And it acts as a home hub for smart homes. So check that out. Of course, we can include an HDMI cable for you if we need to, if you need one. Now, here's the Apple Watch Series 10, our next pick. We really like the Apple Watch Series 10. Different models you can get, different watch bands. You can get the aluminum case or the stainless steel. There are, rather titanium. There are different choices you can get, and then different bands, and we can help you pick all of that. But the Apple Watch Series 10 in general is one that we highly, highly recommend. Now, again, if you need to save some cost, we also like the Apple Watch SE. But I would say that, again, with all the holiday deals, you're probably going to find very reasonable prices on the Apple Watch Series 10. Now we go to the HomePod and the HomePod Mini. Both of these devices, which we really, really like, fantastic smart speakers. They work great with SIRI, who really is getting smarter and smarter by the day and more functional and more feature rich. And of course, they're excellent home hubs also. They also work great with the Apple TV as speakers if you want to use them that way. Either full time or in AirPlay mode, on occasions where you want to do that. And you can play music from Apple Music and from your own purchased library as well. Anything iCloud music library, so iTunes Match is included there as well. You can also play things from Pandora, SiriusXM, other apps if you've got them installed on your phone, and you can AirPlay things, so you can even play from YouTube. And these are truly the best sounding, especially the full-size HomePods. The minis are great also, but especially the full-size HomePods. They are the best sounding speaker that I've ever heard in the consumer space. Better than Bose, better than Sonos. These things are just outstanding. While we are talking about speakers, I would like to tell you about a new speaker that Apple released this summer. They actually used to have it, and then it was discontinued and redesigned, and it's the Beats Pill. This is a portable Bluetooth speaker, pairs nicely with your Apple devices, and what's great about it is, just like the AirPods, if you pair it with one Apple device, it is automatically paired with all of the Apple devices on your iCloud, your Apple account, thanks to iCloud, and it even has Find My support in it. It is a great sounding, rechargeable speaker. I think it's, I forget what its IPX rating is, but I believe it's dust and splash resistant, not waterproof, I don't think. It comes with a nice little wrist strap. Again, it's got a rechargeable battery over USB-C, and it's just a great little speaker to take outside by the pool, or maybe out this time. We'll probably use this one when we play some. We like to play Christmas music outside and inside, on Christmas Eve and everything. I've got different playlists for outdoor versus indoor, so praise God, this is a great little speaker to get your hands on. All right, the next item, also from Apple, we've chosen the iMac 24-inch, and they're up to M4 on that now. You can find previous models. You can find them in lots of colors. This is their all-in-one desktop, and we've put that on the list as well. All right, back to audio for a second. We're going to deviate a little bit from the Apple world. I like products sometimes that are retro products, but that still have modern features as well. And this actually came to my attention this summer because we have our fairgrounds in our county during the summer every weekend shows a movie outside, and it's kind of like a drive-in movie. They don't really have a lot of drive-in theaters anymore, although we have a couple not too far from us. But the fairground has kind of taken on that role during the summer months. And we went to see Grease this summer with our family and some other relatives. and we, they sell food and sodas and everything. So we got our food and our drinks, and we're sitting down. We had, lawn chairs outside, and what we realized was that we should have brought a radio because the audio was very soft, and you could run your car and tune it to a radio station, but you don't want to be leaving your car running because then that is distracting to people. And so we thought, how are we going to hear this better? Well, praise God for the Holy Spirit giving me this idea, because what I did was I went on to the Apple TV app, and I couldn't find Grease on any streaming service, but I bought the movie and I synced it up so that we were at the very same moment as what they were showing on TV. And somebody had a Bluetooth speaker, so I paired my phone with it, and we had the audio of the movie, and it was basically in sync. There were, times it might have been a second ahead or behind, but it was basically right in sync. And praise God that did it for us. But I got to thinking we should have had a radio, because then we wouldn't have needed to run the car. We should have just connected an FM radio, and that would have worked. So then I started thinking, are there such a thing as FM radios that also have Bluetooth? And I just, these little things that a tech person might think, right? Praise God. And I thought, retro products with modern features. And I came across the Hearn Park Boombox. And this thing has an FM radio. It has a cassette player. Who needs it? And it has a CD player. So if you have old stuff and you want to actually try it, I might one day put a cassette in there just to see. And it even says that it has recording capabilities, so it must have a microphone, I guess. And of course, the CD player. And it has Bluetooth, so it also works as a Bluetooth speaker for your phone. It's got a rechargeable battery, so you can take this outside with you. This is a really cool product, and I know I said I wasn't going to mention prices, but just to give you an idea, this was, I think, about $50 or $60 even in the summer, so we might see it at even lower prices now. It's a great product because it's got the best of all the worlds, right? You got the retro boombox features, and you've got Bluetooth for your phone. I like to see that. It's just kind of fun. Okay, a uh we have put a game controller on here for people that have or purchase an Apple TV and want to use it with Apple Arcade games that require controllers. We've put the Sony DualSense wireless game controller. They have them in many different colors. They have two kinds of reds, two kinds of blues. They have some pink, I think, and black and some other colors. And these pair with your Apple TV or your iPad and iPhone over Bluetooth. I think your Mac also. They pair over Bluetooth, and they provide game controller functionality. So we've included that in our gift guide this year. Okay, we have actually three charging solutions that we wanted to share with you in our gift guide this year. The first one is simply the Apple dual USB-C charger. We like the compact one because the prongs fold in. This plugs into your power outlet and gives you two USB-C ports. So you could plug two USB-C cables or a USB-C and a Lightning. There's lots of different options here. And if you combine that with one of our other products, so we really like the Apple MagSafe Duo. Unfortunately, this thing is not being manufactured anymore. The rumor is that it's because the connection on the MagSafe Duo itself was Lightning, and that Apple may want to switch to USB-C, but we can't speak for Apple. That's just a rumor. But you can still find these, and if you can, that's what I'd recommend. If not, we have an alternate solution for you in a moment. But what this does, it plugs into the wall. There's a cable, USB-C to Lightning. The USB-C end plugs into your power adapter. The Lightning plugs into the MagSafe Duo, which is a little square charging pad. You open it up, and it has two charging points on it. One, you lay your iPhone on it for MagSafe charging. The other is a MagSafe puck for your Apple Watch. The one that charges your phone can also charge your AirPods. And what I like, and what I would recommend, is you buy that Apple USB-C dual charger, and in one of the two ports on it, you plug in a USB-C cable. You can charge your iPad with that, And in the other one, you plug in a MagSafe Duo. So now you can charge your phone, watch, AirPods, whatever you want, however you want. This is a great product. If you can't, and again, if you come to us, we'll do our very best to find it. And I found it pretty recently. If we can't find it, we also have an alternative recommendation here from Belkin. It is a Belkin charging pad. I like the pads better than the stand just for my own use. They have a stand as well, and if that's what you want, you can certainly will help you get that. They are probably a little more elegant if it's a stand, but the pads are a little bit more compact, and they're especially great for traveling too. So we're talking about charging stations here, right? Charging pads or charging stands that will charge multiple devices at once. As I said, the MagSafe Duo, as its name suggests, will charge two things: iPhone or AirPods, along with Apple Watch. I think the Belkin stand will actually charge three, so you could do all three at one time: AirPods, iPhone, and Apple Watch. Not sure about the charging pad, but they're both really nice devices, and I would highly encourage you to check them out. Take a look at them. Actually, I apologize. It is a 3-in-1 charge pad from Belkin, so it will charge three devices. Okay, we'll talk about a little smart home stuff here. Now, as an Xfinity customer, I highly recommend that if you are an Xfinity customer, you check out the Xfinity doorbell and the Xfinity camera. They really, really work great. But if you're not, I also recommend the Logitech Circle View doorbell, which is an Apple HomeKit compatible doorbell. It does require existing doorbell wiring, but it works beautifully, pairs directly with the Apple Home app, and of course has all the great features you'd expect from a video doorbell. Two-way audio, night vision, notifications, person detection, and again, it is fully HomeKit. It's exclusively HomeKit, in fact. It doesn't even use its own app. So that's a really nice one. If you need a wireless, battery-operated doorbell, we're going to recommend the Aqara, Aqara G4 video doorbell. And this one does have its own app, but it also works with the Apple Home app and HomeKit Secure Video. And my understanding of the Aqara is that it will, if it's like all of Aqara's other products, you can actually start out in the Apple Home app and then also bind it to the Aqara app. Technically, you don't even need to, but the benefit is there's some other options, like you can change the chime tone because it comes with a wireless chime that you plug into your home and so forth as well. Now, this is one of the few cases where I have to say I have no personal experience with this Aqara product. However, I have used other Aqara products. I've used the Aqara app, and I've watched a ton of reviews on this Aqara video doorbell, so I feel confident recommending it. Aqara's app is you can use it. It's not inaccessible. It does work with VoiceOver. There's a lot of unlabeled stuff and things you have to kind of play around with to figure them out, but it does work. So if you need if you need a wireless doorbell, you don't have doorbell wiring, you need something that takes a battery, this is the way to go, and it's your only option if you are wanting a battery-operated doorbell that works with Apple HomeKit. So that's our next recommendation. And then if you need a camera for outdoors and you're not an Xfinity customer, we're going to recommend the Logitech Circle View camera, which is an indoor-outdoor camera. Let's talk about door locks. We're going to recommend the Level Lock Plus with Apple Home Key support. And we're going to recommend the QuickSet Smart Code 914 with Zigbee. The Smart Code is especially good for Xfinity customers. It pairs nicely with the Xfinity gateway. It also can pair with certain Amazon Echo hubs that support Zigbee devices. It is a touchpad deadbolt, so it replaces your existing deadbolt and has a keypad on it. But when you pair it with an app like Xfinity, it also has remote lock and unlock, door unlock reminders, automatic locking at night, and notifications and so on. So it's a great smart door lock. If you want an Apple HomeKit one, we recommend the Level Lock Plus. This works with Apple HomeKit in the Home app. It also works with a feature called Apple Home Key. This is where you actually are storing your house key in your Apple Wallet, and you literally just bring your phone up to the door lock, tap it on the lock, and it unlocks for you. You don't even have to go into the Home app or the Wallet app. you, even if your battery is at 0% and your phone shuts off, it still has a reserve of power to work with Apple HomeKey, so you can still unlock your door. It also, the door lock features a traditional key and NFC tags, so you could use one of those as well. If you want a keypad, they make one that you purchase as an add-on, and that's a bit unusual, right? But it, like, you could place it above the door lock on your door or beside it outside or something, and mount it there, and then it communicates with that lock. So Level Lock Plus and Quickset Smart Code are the two door locks here that we are recommending. All right, we also recommend what we call, let me go back to cameras for a moment because I almost, no, that's not, I apologize. That's a little bit later. I'm going to do this guide in order. We did it that way for a reason, and we're going to keep it that way. So the next thing that I want to mention to you is the YoLink, YoLink Smart Security Starter Kit. And we have several different kits that we have put together or that are already existing kits. What this is this is a smart home notification system, not a full-fledged security system. So for those who don't want to pay for professional monitoring, don't feel they need, all the security alarms and so on, but maybe like me, they want to hear a sound when their door is open and those kinds of things. This is an excellent kit. It has a speaker hub, and the smart security kit that we're recommending is going to include 3 door and window sensors, or contact sensors as they're known. It's also going to include a smoke and CO alarm and a water leak detector. You can add more sensors. You can swap some of them out if you want motion sensors or outdoor contact sensors or more smoke sensors or leak sensors. We can swap these out for you. But what's really nice is that you can program your speaker hub to say anything you want it to say, and you can have tones that accompany it. So I have it set to say, front door open, and it plays a tone when the door is closed as well. And you get notifications on your phone. And then, of course, for the smoke and CO alarm and the water leak sensor, it has things that it says and so forth as well, and they're more alarm type things. But you get notifications on your phone. You can get email and text alerts. So again, this is more of a notification system, but it's very, very inexpensive, and it uses a proprietary technology called LoRa, which is a long range, up to a quarter of a mile, for these sensors. So, for example, my parents wanted one in their mailbox because they had an issue where something was stolen out of their mailbox. So they bought one of these speaker hubs with an outdoor contact sensor. And now when somebody opens their mailbox, it tells them mailbox open, and it makes a chime when the mailbox is closed. And they get notifications on their phone. And they might even have one when it's been left open. I don't remember, but they could set that up if they don't. That is the YoLink Starter Kit, Smart Security Starter Kit. Okay, we have 2 thermostats that we'd like to recommend. We have the Honeywell Lyric T-Series Wi-Fi programmable thermostats. They do work with Apple HomeKit. They also work with Alexa and Google. They also work with Xfinity. With the Xfinity app, you can even control them from there. But most important to myself and to most of our users, they are Apple HomeKit. The other one is the ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium, which also works with Apple HomeKit and all of those other platforms that I mentioned, even Xfinity. But they're both excellent thermostats, and we recommend them both, and they're both in our gift guide. If you're going to purchase a thermostat, we do ask that you check your existing HVAC configuration. If you need to call somebody to get that question answered, starting out with, do I have a heat pump? Do I have a gas furnace? Oil? What do I have? But secondly, we need to know the number of stages before we can definitively recommend which one of these thermostats makes the most sense and ensure compatibility. We also encourage you to hire a professional HVAC installer, although both Honeywell and ecobee say that you can do these yourself, and they do provide phone support and video support or written documentation online and all sorts of things. but it's a real, if you install something incorrectly for a thermostat, it's there's a chance it could actually destroy your system, and then you're talking about thousands of dollars worth of repair. So we really do recommend an HVAC installer for these, but we can certainly help you with the purchase process of getting the thermostat and even determining which one you need. All right, I want to move on to indoor cameras here because we've got the Canary Pro. This Canary Pro is probably one of the very few devices in the tech world that I can say was so far ahead of its time when it was made that it hasn't had to change in many years. This is an all-in-one security system, they refer to it as, and this package of features is just unmatched by any other product. It does not have Apple HomeKit, and I wish it did in some regards, I suppose. Or let me put it this way, I like Apple HomeKit. I don't even have to say that I wish it did, because you'll find you really just like the Canary app just fine. But what it does, it can't be matched by any other product with or without HomeKit. So I am happy to continue recommending it and continue using it. This offers a 1080p HD camera, complete with two-way audio, night vision, and of course, motion alerts with person detection. It also offers 3 distinct modes: home, away, and night mode, and you can customize what each mode does, whether it's recording, whether it's streaming only, whether it's off completely, whether you're getting notifications in each of these modes. And the best thing is it's auto arming, auto mode switching. When you leave home, it automatically switches to away mode. At night, it automatically switches to night mode, and so on and so forth. There is a built-in 90 decibel siren on the Canary Pro, and you can activate that from within the app when you're viewing your live footage or a motion clip. You also can immediately call the police right from the app. You get 30 days of recorded video history and the ability to download your clips. Now, some of these features I'm talking about do require a subscription to what's known as Canary Premium, but you get a lot with that membership, including a safety button, as it's called, which you can use the app if you're ever feeling unsafe somewhere. You can contact authorities that way, too. The other thing, as if this were not enough, the Canary Pro also has home health monitoring in it, so it includes a temperature sensor and a humidity sensor. You can check the temperature and humidity at any time from any room that has with any, in any room that has a Canary, right from your iPhone. And it also has air quality monitoring. Now, you can set custom thresholds, so if the temperature goes above or below a certain temperature, or the humidity goes above or below a certain point, you'll get notified. If the air quality is abnormal, you'll get notified. And all of these things are accessible from your iPhone or iPad or both, from your Apple TV, from an Apple Watch, and even from a computer by logging into the website. Very few devices can, if any, can boast all of those features, and we really, really are happy to continue recommending the Canary because of that. If you do want something different, we do have 2 other cameras that we recommend. One is the Aqara Camera Hub, and I think that is the G3. This is a HomeKit secure video camera, so it works with Apple HomeKit. It is a pan and tilt camera, which you don't see very often, although I will point out you need to use the Aqara app to pan and tilt the camera, not the Apple Home app. It also features the two-way audio and the night vision, and it has a full security system in it, so you can bind sensors to it over Zigbee, and you can buy Aqara sensors, door and window, motion, glass break, I think maybe, and other kinds of sensors. And what happens is you have different modes. You can program different tones for alarms, and you can sort of program this to say things like the Yolink Hub, except there's not a text-to-speech feature, so you have to upload your sounds. If you want it to say front door open, you have to upload an MP3 file of somebody saying front door open, and then use that as the tone. So there are ways to do this, but if what you really want is the sounds, I would do the Yolink. But if you want a full-fledged HomeKit security system, I would do this one. Now, I'd also point out this is not a professionally monitored security system. It's only self-monitored, but it does work with Apple HomeKit. We also have another camera recommendation here, the Ecobee Smart Camera. This is an HD camera with two-way audio and night vision. You're going to get that theme. We wouldn't recommend one that weren't. It works with Apple HomeKit Secure Video. It also works with the Ecobee app. It is fully it does not have a motor to pan and tilt, but it does have a software feature that I kind of think is probably similar, though I could be wrong, but it seems kind of similar to the center stage feature of an iPad that keeps you in view in like a FaceTime or Zoom call, even when you move around. And the software in the Ecobee smart camera is supposed to do that as well. It does have a built-in siren, and it does have ALEXA built in, which is really fascinating. A kind of a unique package of features as well. And you could argue that since the HomePod has temperature and humidity sensing, that you could get the same benefits with a HomePod and a camera as with the Canary. But I will say that I just like the way the Canary does things. But I do like the fact that the Ecobee has Apple HomeKit Secure Video. And they also offer Ecobee Smart Security, which is an add-on subscription that you can have. Probably if all you're using from Ecobee is the camera, that's all you would just use the Apple HomeKit Secure Video. You don't need the Ecobee Smart Security plan. But where that really shines is if you start combining Ecobee products, because Ecobee makes one of the thermostats we recommended. They also make door and window sensors, and they make occupancy sensors. Their door and window sensors are especially unique because they also act as motion sensors and occupancy sensors, and their occupancy sensors also act as temperature sensors. So the benefit to all of this is that they've really been able to create some unique automations, like for example, if the system detects that a window has been left open, it will pause, or it can be set to pause your heating and cooling system to save energy. So there's some really unique stuff here that Ecobee is doing, and I give them props for that. If I'm being honest, if all else is equal, I still like the Canary just a bit better as a camera. But I really, really do like the Ecobee. I would not at all hesitate to recommend this, and that's why we've put it in our gift guide. Okay, I think we've covered all the cameras for now. We are going to talk about lights. We recommend the TP-Link Tapo Smart LED bulbs. These are multicolor bulbs, so they support millions of colors. Very bright whites. You can set them up directly in the Apple Home app. You need no third-party app for them. There is a TP-Link app if you want it. You really don't need it. Set them right up in Apple Home. And the nice thing is if you also have Amazon Echo or Google devices, you can set them up with those as well and use it in any or all of them. They are Matter certified. What's nice about these two is that TP-Link sells packs of these, like for example a 5-pack of bulbs, and so you can put them all around. We really recommend them. They're fully HomeKit and SIRI compatible, and as I said, you don't even need a third-party app. Another light system that we also really like is the GoV system. The GoV app, you're going to need some sighted help to set it up, and they don't work with HomeKit. They do work with Amazon and Google, but the reason we've kept them in this list is because GoV just has a huge selection of relatively inexpensive things like smart light strings, like string lights, light bars, Christmas lights, outdoor lights. There are so many options that GoV makes, and they're much lower in price than a lot of their competition, but they work really, really well. My kids are huge fans of the GoV products. They both have lights in their rooms from GoV. We also have some other GoV products that we're going to recommend here momentarily, like the GoV Smart Humidifier. This thing is super cool, and literally cool, because it has a cool mist. You fill it up with water. You can put your favorite aroma in there, like lavender or eucalyptus or something, and you can use the GoV app, but you can also use Google or Amazon and speak to it and say, turn on my humidifier, or those kinds of things. And it's got a fairly large tank for the water, so I'd say this can run. I don't remember how they actually rated if it can run for an entire 24-hour period or more without being refilled. It sure seems like it. and it auto shuts off when it is empty, so you're not going to have any problems there. You can adjust the the humidity. They've got a night light. It's a great product. I think they have a night light on that one. That's the Govee Smart Humidifier. All right, next up is the Kosori Smart Oven. When we did this last year, it was a 12-in-1. Now it's actually a 13-in-1. So with this, you can bake, you can air fry, you can toast, you can rotisserie, you can dehydrate, broil. There's many, many functions of this, and this year they've added the sous vide function. For those who don't know what that is, it's like cooking your food in a sealed bag that is submerged in water. And I don't know when that actually was added. It may have already been around last year, but I didn't see it. I had 12-in-1 last year, but it's definitely 13 now. And the nice part about this, the food is really good when you cook it in this oven. It's countertop toaster oven, but it also um, works great with the app works great with VoiceOver. Now, you can use Alexa and Google to do some stuff with this. So I can walk up to an Amazon Echo and I can say to it, cook in the toaster oven, set the toaster oven to bake for 15 minutes at whatever temperature or whatever. To some extent, I can do some of that stuff. But the real magic happens in the app, and the app called VSync is fully accessible. And so it works great with VoiceOver. I can easily choose what mode I want, how long I want to cook, if I want to preheat, if I want the light on, the fan on, all these kinds of things. I can track how much longer is left to cook. It also has recipes in there that I can use. I can save what I make as a recipe, and I can look at the history of what I've already made and go back to it that way too. So it's a great app and it's a great product. Now, we also have one that I don't have any personal experience with. And that also means I don't have any personal experience with the app. My understanding is it does work with the smart assistants, not SIRI, but the other ones. But I like what I'm seeing about this one as well. So it's another option. And it is the Cafe Couture Smart Oven. Um, we've also included this Ember mug. We have the Ember Mug 2 and the Ember Travel Mug Plus. These are smart mugs that will keep your coffee hot or your tea hot. You can set the desired temperature of your coffee or tea, and it will keep it hot for hours. If you use the included charging coaster and keep the mug on the charging coaster, it will keep your drink hot all day. If you take it off the coaster, it will keep it hot for 90 minutes in the standard mug or up to 3 hours in the travel mug. The travel mug also features Find My, which means you can use the Apple Find My app to locate your travel mug. Here's a completely non-Wi-Fi basic product that we've included in here for fun. It is the Pioneer Woman Tea Kettle. I like a traditional tea kettle that actually whistles when the tea is ready. This one's very easy to use, comes in beautiful colors, adds a nice soft touch to the decor of your home. So we wanted to include that for you. And while we're on that subject, we've also included two different models of juicer or juice extractor. These are centrifugal juice extractors that you can use to make orange juice, make lemonade, make I guess pretty much any kind of juice, or maybe whatever that you wanted to make. So we've included that in here for you as well. These are very inexpensive products. The juicers that we're talking about, both models are under $100. The difference being the size of the container, really, in the juicer. So how much you can make at one time before you have to pour it out into something else. Okay, this is a cool one. This is called the Coolly Mini Fridge and Warmer. So if you're doing work at your desk and you want a small desktop refrigerator to sit on the desk, you can keep a few cans of soda, maybe a couple little snacks in there, or bottles of water, whatever you like to have. You can keep them in there and they will stay cold. There's no tubing that needs to be connected to anything, no freon, it's just a very simple. It will cool to about 40 degrees below the surrounding temperature. And there is a switch on it that it can also be set to warm, and it will keep things warm. So if you get some takeout food and want to keep it hot in there, you can also switch it to that mode. It's got multiple ways of plugging in, so you can even take it in the car with you. This is the Cooley mini fridge and warmer. We've included a GT Racing office chair. They make gaming chairs. This is an office chair made I guess a leather, a faux leather, I guess it really is, and it has a headrest, and it is adjustable. And so when you're working at the desk, this is a very, very comfortable chair for you to consider. Here's the GE espresso machine. If you're looking for a little cup of espresso, cappuccino, some of these frothy types of things, we're going to recommend this GE espresso machine for some great tasting uh, flavored coffee treats, I guess you'd call it, really. Now here we're recommending two types of televisions this year, both the Vizio and the LG. Vizio V Series and LG smart televisions. Even though we don't use the smarts, we use the Apple TV for that, or even our X1 set-top box from Xfinity. But these TVs do work with HomeKit. They do have Chromecast and AirPlay. They do have other smart features built in if you do choose to use them. And people say they've got great picture quality. And then you can supplement them with our recommended Vizio V-Series soundbar, which is going to sound great, add nice bass and trebles to that TV audio for you at a very, very inexpensive price. All right, moving right along, we recommend this year the TP-Link Tapo Mini. That is the Tapo Mini Smart Plug. You know what a smart plug is, right? Instant on and off via SIRI, HomePod, iPhone, Home app, whatever. And we use one for our coffee maker. You can automate them so they automatically come on at a certain time, turn off at a certain time. Use them for coffee makers, use them for curling irons, any devices that have a hard on-off option. I don't really recommend using them for lights because you could use our other options that I've mentioned for smart lighting. But if you're really only going to automate one light or something, you could take a desk lamp that already has a bulb you like in it or whatever and put it on a smart plug. And again, we're recommending the TP-Link Tapo Mini. Nice thing about it, it's Matter certified. So again, right in the Apple Home app or any other smart home system that you want to set it up with, even a combination of them. And that is the TP-Link Tapo Mini. They do, and notice the word mini, that's beneficial because it's designed to stay out of the way of the second outlet. Also, I would point out that these are sold in packs as well, so you can save some money that way. Get a 3-pack or a 4-pack, something like that. We also recommend the uh, the Miras Outdoor Smart Plug, and there is, I believe, a TP-Link one of those as well, but the Miras one has 2 outlets in it, and so you can use these outside. They have protectors on them, designed to be weatherproof if you need an outdoor smart plug. Okay, we already recommended Sony PS5 DualSense game controllers earlier for the Apple TV, but for those folks, maybe you got family members who are actual gamers, we are going to recommend the Sony PS5. That's in our gift guide this year. We have each year for a while now been recommending digital pianos, and this year we have a new one to recommend for you in that space. It is the Roland FPE 50. That's Foxtrot Papa Echo and the number 50. This is an 88 key digital piano with piano style ivory keys and with literally thousands of sounds. I have got to be honest with you, the piano sound in this has not stopped thrilling me yet it is such a good piano sound, so authentic, so rich, so it's just a really, really good piano sound. But it's not just the piano sounds that are good. Across the board, they've done a great job with the sounds. And as I said, there are thousands of them. All the features you'd expect, layering and split points and auto accompaniment and a whole bunch of other features. You can, built-in rhythms, built-in sequencer with recording, multi-track, and of course USB for your connectivity, but also Bluetooth for audio and Bluetooth for MIDI. And you can therefore use these wirelessly. You can even play your music from your iPhone through these things over Bluetooth without any adapter. And it is an 88 key digital piano. This price range is really good too. I know we said we're not really discussing prices, but just to give you an idea, we're not talking about thousands of dollars here. This is a $700 and some change item normally, and you can add, your choice of sustain pedal or stand. They do make a furniture stand, which is really beautiful and makes this look as much like an in-home piece of furniture as you can do with something like that. And so we recommend that. But again, this is a great option. The Roland FPE 50. We also still recommend, well, actually, let me go to this here. We still recommend the Casio CDP-E series. These are also 88 key. I kind of left this one in there for my son because he says it's still his favorite. And then we have a MIDI controller. Now, for those who don't know, the MIDI controller is going to be like well, in this case, a piano. They make some that are guitar and so forth too, but it's going to be basically like a piano, except it lacks a built-in sound engine. So there are no built-in speakers on this, but not only are there no built-in speakers, there are no built-in sounds at all. This is designed exclusively for use with an iPad or a computer. That makes it very small and lightweight because it doesn't need all those extra internals. It is bus powered, meaning if you connect it to your iPad, it is your iPad that provides the power to this. You need no special drivers, nothing. I do think you will need to supply a let's see. Yeah, your USB-C digital AV multi-port adapter. Praise God, because it's a USB cable, so you want to supply your own adapter there. But this is a MIDI controller. It's the M Audio Keystation Mark IV. So if you're not interested in built-in sounds, this is a totally different price point. Whereas I said the FPE 50 was about $700, the Casio likewise, but the M Audio Keystation Mark IV is about like probably $200. Give or take, and it's still an 88 key digital, but it's just that it's only a MIDI controller, so it's always getting its sounds from GarageBand or Logic Pro or something like that. So if that's all you're doing with it, though, then I highly recommend it. Okay, we have several Canon all-in-one devices here. The Canon ETS family. And these are printer, scanner, copiers. Some of them are very high-end with full duplex printing on both sides with automatic document feeders, with support for large paper sizes, and even support for printing on things like tablecloths and otherwise. And others are not quite as high end and therefore a bit lower in price. But all of them will work with Apple AirPrint, which is key for us as Apple users, right? All of them will work over Wi-Fi. Some of these you might need sighted assistance to get them set up. Others you might be able to do in the Canon app, but we're really recommending Canon this year. We've been very pleased to see what they're doing and the price points at which they're doing it. So we don't think you'll regret that purchase. We have another, I mentioned the mini fridge and warmer before, but we also have another one called the Arctic King. This is a 115 can beverage center. This is bigger than our other recommendation. This is not going to go on your desk, but it is a beverage center with glass doors. A glass door you can see in it, keeps the beverages nice and cold. As I say, you can fit up to 115 cans in there. We have our next item is a briefcase that we use to carry our iPad and Magic Keyboard and Apple, devices, the Rode video mic, and all these other things together, you need a case to carry them in. And because we have more products at more price points this year, so there's something for everybody, we actually have two cases in here that we recommend. The first one is the Targus, and we've recommended Targus cases before. They are kind of I think like a nylon made case, and they're very very durable. You see these a lot in education because they're pretty inexpensive, but still pretty high quality, and they've got a decent amount of storage. So we're still recommending those. But we've added this year to our list the Bugatti Central Collection. These are leather cases with basically three gigantic storage pockets and then some smaller pockets, made of leather, beautiful cases. The one we have here is a brown leather. You can get them in a couple of different colors. They're not terribly expensive. I mean, they're a little more than the Targus, but they are leather. It's the Bugatti Central Collection. We really, really like this case. And if you want a nice executive looking leather case, this is the way to go. Now, you might remember, if you've been in our previous gift guide reveals, that we had something called the Come Case Accessory Organizer. We still have that in the guide, but we've added one this year called the Sahara Case. The Sahara Case Leather Organizer. A little more elegant, a leather, a little bit thinner, but yet still has room to store your AirPods and some adapters. What I really like about it is it has a very specific place for your Apple Pencil. And so I recommend this if you have an Apple Pencil because it keeps it very secure in this spot. It is a zipper enclosure then for the case. So I put this little case inside of my other case. That's the Sahara Case Leather Organizer. All right, if you want to do like we did in our family and make a smart coffee maker out of using a smart plug and a very basic coffee maker, we've got one right here for you, the Mr. Coffee Easy Switch. It's an on-off switch. There's no frills to this, but you don't need them. We also recommend a Hamilton Beach burr grinder if you're interested in grinding your own coffee. So we've got that. We've got a Homedics product. This is a Homedics foot spa with massaging bubbles, heat, and vibration. So you can put some water in here. You can put some salts in a special container that they have on it. And you can have a nice foot massage whenever you want. You just plug this thing in. It works great. You can set the heat to your desired temperature. Again, it's got bubbles. It's got vibration. So that's the Homedics foot spa. We also recommend the personal neck fan. It is a rechargeable over USB-C neck fan you can wear. They have them in different colors. This is great for the summer. And then we are going to recommend, we have available again this year. I know some of you have purchased these, and I think you've really liked them. And I think I'm going to do a separate video on them this year again. But they are chocolate bombs. Now, for those who don't know what that is, we have, and we're not the only ones to do it. They're pretty world famous. But we have a local candy store around here that does candy and flavored popcorn and everything. And Italian Ice in the summer, they have Aritas in there. But anyway, they do their own chocolate bombs. And what you do with these things is you place one in a cup of either heated milk or hot water. I like the milk probably, or a combination for a little more richness. You heat it up and then you place this chocolate bomb, it's like a ball, into the cup, and the chocolate bomb sort of bursts open. I mean, not in a violent way. You don't hear any real sound or anything. Maybe if you're up real close, you hear a little almost like fizzing, but not even much of that. But it opens up, and what you end up with is a delicious cup of hot chocolate. And there are the following flavors available as of when we created this guide, but keep in mind they sell out fast. So get on this if you want it. The flavors are milk chocolate with peppermint, dark chocolate with peppermint, marshmallow, hot fudge, salted caramel, mocha, and spiced pumpkin. I would really, um, I'd really recommend that uh, you give that a try because you'll really, really like them. And you can order your chocolate bombs anytime. Now, the spiced pumpkin is going to be the first one to sell out because I think they stop making those as you get closer to Christmas and further away from the fall. But you might still be able to get your hands on one. I can't guarantee that. These other flavors, I really like the milk chocolate peppermint, the chocolate marshmallow, and they have these little like marshmallows in them. They're really, really good. So those are the chocolate bombs. The other thing that we started last year and we're going to offer again this year is our travel packages. Now, we have, again, this gift guide is like our personal favorite stuff. So, what we really do with the travel packages is that we are really, really excited about the area where we live. It's such a blessing. It's a beautiful place here in Pennsylvania. There are lots of historic landmarks here that you can visit. Very, very family oriented, old world kind of small town feel, plus all the history, and then lots of great food, lots of recreational opportunities, whether you like, you know, bowling and movies and shopping, whether you like amusement parks or whether you like biking and fishing and camping, those kinds of things, and everything in between, and combinations of the above, all sorts of different dining options, and lots of hotels at different price points. And so what we've said is that we will create the perfect travel package for you, and we've given an estimated number of a starting price for a family of four of $3,000 for our packages. Now, that's going to depend on how many days you stay, what type of hotel, what other accommodations you want included. You may be able to do it for less, especially if it's just two of you or something. And of course, it could go up higher than that. In this day and age, though, that's not bad. And so we are offering these travel packages again. You can get a consult with us. We can set that up for you at a time of the year that suits you. There are times that it's especially nice to come here for the summer fairs, the fall foliage festival. There are different times of year that really makes a lot of extra sense. And then we're also offering travel packages to some of our other favorite places, including the town of Hershey, PA, and Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, which is not far from us. We can put those packages together for you as well. And so all of these are available through us if you give us a call. And to round things out, I'd like to talk to you about how and when we offer these things and all of our discounts on our packages. So if you're going to use us to purchase any of the things in this gift guide, you need our shopping assistance. And ordinarily, we are, we're charging an hourly rate for that, or it's included in one of our Premier Protection or Gold memberships. For those who don't know, Premier Protection is a 1-year plan that you can choose to renew if you wish after a year. And the Gold membership is automatically a 2-year or a 24-month plan. Both packages include some training. Each package includes the following. The Premier Protection includes 2 hours a month of training if you want to use it. The Gold membership includes up to 4 hours of training per month if you choose to use it. You get shopping assistance, unlimited shopping assistance in both packages. So if you now or at any time during your membership wish to have the help of our TTJ team in finding the best product for you, purchasing it, getting it shipped right to your home, we can and will do that for you. We include network diagnostics. We include admission to advanced cafes that we normally would charge for, and special tutorials and discounts on other products. And so you're getting a ton of value here. In the Gold membership, you get 2 annual tech checks where we will go through your settings with you and other things and make sure they're set just right to give you the best experience from all of your products. And some of our members have taken advantage of that already because we do them in November and May. So there are lots and lots of benefits. And basically, also, you get priority support from us. So if you have a simple question, like how do I make a playlist in Apple Music, instead of having to wait for a Tuesday session, you can just send an iMessage to us or an email or a quick phone call, and we'll answer that at no charge. And complicated questions that may take longer, we'll answer those, and that's included in your package. Emergency support with extended hours. So our normal business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. But we also, for our Gold and our Premier customers, we offer extended support. We offer 10 a.m. to midnight, Monday through Saturday, for the Gold and the Premier via iMessage and email, so you can get a quick reply right away. Then the other thing that we offer, in addition to that, is that we are going to be offering extended hours during the holiday season for our Premier and Gold members. And these are both to provide the shopping assistance as well as to provide support in setting up the new product. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I also want to tell you about one other thing in the Gold membership. It's called long-term project support. This is exclusive to the Gold package. And this is like you come to us and you say, I need to create a spreadsheet for my church finances. I'm doing our budget. Or I'm creating a keynote presentation for a board meeting and I need your help, and it's going to take, several sessions, and I need to be able to call you in 2 weeks and say, okay, I've got to add this now. I want to put this, sound effect in there, or add this photo. I want to reorganize my slides, So it's something you're going to keep working on, and we offer long-term project support in our Gold package, no extra cost. It's included in your service. The other thing we offer to those members is if you need a product worked on and you don't live in our area, and it's, first and foremost, we'll try to help you over the phone, FaceTime, or Zoom. But if we can't get it solved that way, you can actually send your product, your iPad, your Mac, whatever, to us. We will do the work for you. You pay to ship it to us. We'll pay the shipping back, but no other charges. And that's part of your package as well. So not hardware replacements, because we don't do hardware repairs. We recommend you go to Apple for that. But anything software, if we need to reinstall software for you, diagnose something that we're just not, getting over the phone or whatever, we will, we do offer that as well. So I would like to tell you what we're offering here for the holiday shopping season. All of the packages, both of the packages, the Gold and the Premier packages, are going to be discounted by 20% from now through the end of this year. So all the way to the end of 2024. We don't do any other sales like that throughout the year. Sometimes there are Memorial Day sales, summer sales, and so on, but our biggest sales are right now. There's never been a time like right now to buy one of these packages because they're discounted 20%. That is pretty huge. That would make a package that's normally our basic Premier Protection package is a $200 value, so 20% off of that. And then the Gold membership, of course, is going to offer a lot more features, so it's a much higher price point. That's $800 and some change, but again, 20% off of these items. And the nice thing about this is, as I said, your Gold membership is a 2-year subscription, so you don't have to even think about renewing again for a whole 2 years. We are also going to offer, if you are a Gold or Premier customer, or if you plan to become one, we're going to offer a specific shopping day. Now, I want to point out that we also will do shopping assistance anytime starting right now. So this is available to you. Everything in this gift guide, start today. Don't wait, please, because this stuff will sell out fast. But we're also offering next, let me see, it will be 1 week from today, so that is the 26th, a couple days before Black Friday actually, and Thanksgiving, of course. We're offering a special shopping day where we're going to have a room opened up in Zoom. Watch the newsletter for that because you'll be able to come in. Actually, it'll be this same link that we use for Tuesdays with TTJ, and you can come in there and you can get your shopping done with us. We'll meet with you right then and there and be your personal shoppers to help you. But you don't have to wait for that day. You can start sooner than that. But make sure you snag a gold membership or a premier membership so you don't have to pay for hourly shopping assistance. This is going to be the better way to do it. And then you're also, by doing that, you're going to get our extended holiday hours. So let me tell you about what those hours are. Obviously, next Thursday during the day, we are closed for Thanksgiving. That's a time we spend with our families and everything like that. But at night on Thanksgiving, we're going to open up. We're also going to open up Wednesday. So our normal hours next Wednesday are 9 to 5, although we don't have class next week. You remember there's no class. But if you're a Gold or Premier member, we're actually going to stay open till midnight to handle your shopping assistance requests. Just send us an iMessage, send us an email, and we'll get in touch with you to handle your shopping requests. Thursday, we're closed during the day, but we're going to open at 7 p.m. all the way to 2 a.m. to handle your shopping requests via iMessage and email. And then Friday and Saturday is the same story, plus some daytime hours on those days. But also each night, you can send us your iMessages and emails and get an almost instant reply so we can help you out with the shopping requests. We're going to continue to offer our Gold and Premier customer Premier Protection customers extended hours each day. And of course, we're going to be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But then after Christmas, we're going to have some more of these days where there's going to be extended hours so that your new gadgets that you purchased, now they came in, but how do I use them? How do I set them up? How do I, so we're going to help you with that. That's only for our Gold and Premier customers. So you really want to get those packages because we're offering a lot of shopping assistance. And the other thing, for the very first time that we've never done before, but this year we're offering it to you, it's an extra fee. You got to pay for it, okay? But you're still going to get our package at a 20% discount. But we can help you for the first time purchase a membership as a My Best Buy Total Tech member. And we are so excited about this. And remember, we're not partners. We're not endorsed by them. They don't know us, okay? But we're so excited about this that we want to make it available to you through us. We want to help you get this purchase. If you live near a Best Buy, it's especially useful. But even if you don't, you can order online. My Best Buy Total Tech gives you 20% off of Best Buy repairs if they need to make them. It gives you discounts on almost every product you purchase from Best Buy. It also gives you the ability to have a Geek Squad member perform certain services in your home at discounted prices. And probably my favorite thing about it of all is the fact that any product you purchase from Best Buy as a My Total Tech member includes extra warranty coverage. So, for example, that juicer that I told you about, let's just say you purchased the juice extractor and normally they'd say to you, hey, do you want to pay such and such a price to add a 2-year replacement plan? You no longer have to pay such and such a price. That 2-year replacement plan is instantly and automatically included. But it gets even better than that. Let's suppose that you purchase an iPad from Best Buy. As a My Total Tech member, you automatically get 2 years of Apple Care Plus included at no extra charge. Almost any Apple product that you purchase through Best Buy as a My Total Tech member will include the Apple Care Plus, and it's true Apple Care Plus. When I got an iPad from there recently, and I didn't even have to enroll it or do anything. They did everything they needed to do. I don't know how they do that, but when I get the iPad, I look in my coverage, and it shows that I'm covered by Apple Care Plus for 2 years. It's not some kind of watered down that I got to go through Best Buy or something. No, they actually see it as Apple Care Plus coverage included. It is amazing, and I don't understand how they do it, but praise God, it's a blessing, and we want to make it available to you. So for an extra fee, we can purchase the My Best Buy Total Tech for you and make sure that that gets added onto your Best Buy account. And then it would be even more interesting when we come to the shopping assistance that's included in your package from us, because instead of shipping the product to you, we may just help you out with using the Best Buy app to purchase it if that's the best value. This is only able to be added on, by the way, to the gold package. So it's Premier Protection is level 1, level 2 is TTJ Gold membership, level 3 is TTJ Gold membership plus 1 year of My Best Buy Total Tech. So there's 3 options. All of them have a 20% discount, and I really think you ought to get these if you don't already have them. If you're already a gold member and you want to add My Best Buy Total, we can help you with that as well. All right, I'm going to... I think that's going to do it, my friends. And we hope you have absolutely found this to be a blessing and found something positively thrilling in this gift guide. We hope you'll be in touch with us by visiting our website, ttjtech.biz. And there you can easily find our phone number and our email address so that you can get in touch with us to tell us what purchases you'd like to make, get a package from us, get started on this thing right away. And from all of us to all of you, happy shopping, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, God bless you, and see you next time.